Taurus, in the month of December, you guys are going to go from anxiety and sleepless nights and some worrying, but something is coming in for you that's going to help turn this whole thing around for a lot of our Taurians in December. Let's take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Taurus and how December is coming in for you. This is a general reading, so remember this isn't for everybody. And the part that I'm talking about right here is for those of you who have been working at something, working at going through your soul's journey, getting rid of the negative people around you. You've really been doing your shadow work, and bravo. And if you need to do your shadow work, you can check out in my description box below and check out my soul toolkit that I have for you guys. But Taurus, this is what's coming, okay? I see this beautiful card here where the loneliness isn't going to be there. Community, whether it's one person, an entire family, or more. The only reason you will be alone throughout the month of December through the holiday celebration is by choice, literally by choice. Because I see Taurus in a group, and I'm seeing 3-5 people. I feel there's like 2 in the back room, like in the kitchen, but I am seeing 3 people around Taurus. That's 4 people, however many it is. You are going to be celebrating with people who are on the same level, or at least growing into the level that you are today. Why? Because you've already been through everything. You've already seen what you need to get rid of, and you've already been doing that work. So it's a big deal. You're like the leader of these people. You're leading this group into joy, into celebration, and saying, forget the world, forget everything in your life, forget everything in my life, and let's just be in the present moment today. And that is what is going to change everything for you as you get into the new year. This is your bridge. This is that big moment where so many of you have been waiting, and you feel that little bit here, a little bit there, and then it maybe 2 steps up and then 1/2 a step backwards, or 3 steps up and then 1 backwards. But this month is the real new you, the real beginning. So let's get into your reading. We're going to take a look at the energies of what makes you feel safe and secure, your home, your health, your career, etc. Family, friends, a little dab into romance, and I'll give you that guided message at the end of the reading. But remember, your overall energy for December is the 10 of Cups. Beautiful card. This is about love. This is about community. It's about sharing. Now, what else came out with it that I didn't say is this, this one. The 9 of Swords, which represents anxiety, unable to sleep. And let's say, with all of this solar activity that's going on, Taurus, you're not the only one. It has been hard to sleep. It's been hard to get things feeling awake is what I just heard. Feeling awake. Now, this doesn't mean like you can't wake up. I feel you can wake up. Maybe some of you can't. But overall, in general, this is about the life itself, feeling awake, feeling alive again. And when we go through our ascending journey, we hit a point where we've seen the truth. We've worked on our healing probably a bunch of times, repetitive cycles, because we have to go layer by layer. And I just wrote, I'm finishing up a book on this. So I'll be posting it in my soul toolkit as soon as it's done. So it's like layer after layer after layer. And then we come to one place where we just kind of sit idle. Nothing feels good. Food doesn't taste good. Movies don't make sense, or they make too much sense. All of these different aspects of life in the present moment is it's completely opposite or very different than the way that you used to see it. But most of all, it's about you, because when you rise into your authentic self, this is where all the change happens, right at this point. So if you're feeling like giving up, don't give up. Look, you've got the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and that represents the month of January, new beginning. 2026 is actually Taurus. It is your year to shine. Literally, this is about you going into this new direction, and December is the I hear pre-order. Maybe you're gonna put yourself out there on social media or in the spotlight somehow, right? This is about you putting yourself front and center because it's you. You are the only one who can do what you do in the way that you do it, and you do it really well. You're gonna be highly sought after as you go forward, but all of this is coming. It's almost like the movie of, since we're talking about the holiday season, where the candy floats around the head of a child or an adult. And each different piece of candy represents a piece of you and the uniqueness that you have as you take this leap of faith. Between December and March, your whole life is absolutely going to change. And again, this is for those of you who have done the work. And I'm going to look at the others of you in just a minute. Taurus, this is that big moment to feel giddy, to feel alive, and it's coming. And some of you are going to feel it in the first, I'm going to say as soon as Mercury in retro goes direct, right around the 9th of December, the 8th of December. You may feel it a little bit sooner than that, maybe as soon as the 2nd, okay? But there's this beautiful change coming in because Mercury in retro has been oh, God, it's been horrible. Let me know if that it makes sense to you. It's just been awful. Not even that people are coming back necessarily, although some of you they did. They came in your dreams, definitely in your head. Some of you replayed it over and over in your head, having arguments with somebody who isn't even in the room. This one is different because it holds all those layers, all of those layers. Each layer we have to go through, and that's what you've been going through on releasing it. And again, it brings in this Nine of Swords energy. I hope that makes sense for you. Now, I am going to pull a card. These represent more of a negative side or an opposing, a challenging energy. We have the High Priestess. And that's what I mean. Getting into your inner divine masculine, your inner divine feminine is not always an easy thing to do, but December, everything's changing, right? So the hard part with this card, the High Priestess, using your intuition, this is that beautiful sense of inner knowing that so many Taurians have. Like, you guys can be hypersensitive and you connect so well to the earth. You can predict things. You can stand on the earth. You can stand in the yard and know what's about to happen. Now, whether you get a vision like I do, you hear it, see it, feel it like I do, each one's different out there. Let me know how you get your intuitive hit. Put that in the comments, all right? But that will be the challenge for you guys. Now, as we go forward, when we're looking at your security, that all of this that you've been through has just really made you think about things different. And some of you have learned a different direction on where to put your panicles, where to put your coins, right? How to invest, how to do it this way. Get rid of this, put this in there, move things around. Almost like playing checkers, not chess, checkers, because you were learning the game. And many of you have learned how to play the game of chess. Like, literally, you're learning how to play and how to calculate the moves that are going to benefit you the most. Now, for some of you, this has a lot to do with this inner child, your inner child waking up, opening up your heart and saying, okay, I get it. I get it. All right, stop talking, woman. Stop talking. Because you already know the inner voice, the inner guidance that you get is going to show you the right direction. Some of you have learned how to manifest and you're starting, and you may have tried off with one little thing. One little thing, okay? Maybe it's telekinesis, maybe it's anything, okay? Whatever it was, like one attempt and it worked, and you went, oh, it actually worked. Well, you're going to be able to do this in the month of December, moving the pieces across the board around, twisting, but not cheating at the game. I was married to a guy who would move the pieces. Like, when I go to the bathroom, I come back and Monopoly, Scrabble, checkers, and he didn't play chess. But it didn't matter what it was. It was like pieces were moved And it was a completely different game, always in his favor. And that's not what I see Taurus doing. That may have been what people did to you in the past, and you've learned how to bypass that, how you can see what's really going on. So I love that for you. Congratulations. That's a huge part of your life transformation. Now, some of you, I do feel that this is an invitation that you're going to accept again, that community, the 10 of Cups. This is going to come into you. This may be an offer for a job for some of you. It very well could be, because cups represent an emotional attachment. It represents abundance, something coming in that's going to light up your heart again, right? Like open you up. It may be a part-time job. It may be a little whim of something, not necessarily a full-time opportunity, because I feel for a lot of you, you've got something over here that is either in play or getting ready to come into play. So this is that carryover. This could be somebody giving you a beautiful gift. All right, that's literally what this card means. But what it's really about is sharing and bonding and celebration with people, going to different events. Some of you have children and you're going to an event that has the Grinch in it, Santa and the Grinch in it. That's what I'm seeing. And let me know if that's you. That's very specific for specific people. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's going to open you up and say, okay, I get it. In the present. Past doesn't matter. The future's not here. Be in the present. That's what's going to move you over into this new game of life. I hope that makes sense for you. Okay, because things needed to come kind of turn around for you. Some of you are going to be changing the way you eat. You're going to have some stomach issues, some digestive issues. Let us know if you're already doing that. And that has a lot to do with the energies that have been at play too. It isn't just like you ate something bad. This actually is part of the changes that are going on from the cosmos, from the universe, all these different areas. It has everything to do with that. But I do see some of you learning to cook, like taking a course where you've got an apron. I'm seeing this person, it's a man with a white apron on, but laughing while you do it. So you're going to have a lot of fun doing this, and you're going to learn how to take good care of your well-being, your body, your mind, your soul. So this is going to be very, very good for a lot of you. I really like that for you guys. Now, when it comes to the overall challenges, for some of you, like I said, it's listening to your intuition in the beginning, and which applies to this as well. But this is a little bit different for, let's see what they want you to know. We have pick a side, okay? Make your choice. Make your choice. So you're going to hold on to the past. We used to celebrate things this way. I used to do this for a living. I used to live here and now it's like, are you going to look forward and say, look, this is the new game. This is the new world that I am creating on my own. And this is going to be the challenge. Which direction, which choice are you taking? The Two of Wands. You have a big decision to make, and it's going to be announced to you, and you may announce it to other people along the way. But this taking a leap of faith when it comes to the feeling of being safe in your own environment where you live, all of these different things, everything that you have around you in the material world, you have to make a choice in which direction you're going to go. Now, when it comes to family and friends, I don't necessarily see, some of you are going to celebrate with family, of course, whether you want to or not. Like, you may not even want to go. And that may be for those of you who haven't let go of old things that have been holding you back, the old memories, the old arguments, right? Those things that keep tugging us back. And it may very well be the people that you're attached to, not you at all. You already did. They didn't. So getting back into a room with them is going to take a lot of wisdom. All right, we have the Hermit card. Now, the Hermit card, I always see this as very wise. We withdraw from family. We have been going through this cycle of separation, of being alone for a reason. And it can be alone under the same roof. Like your family's over there and you hide out in the other room. because you're going through this journey of withdrawal to see and reveal, who am I? And as you look at these people, you're going to know how to walk that bridge when it comes to this family friend situation. And again, I feel these are people who are, well, I am hearing the word diabolical for some of you. They may have been very disrespectful to you, taken advantage of you, diabolical, a very manipulative energy. Oop, oop. You got a couple cards. Okay, you got 3 cards that came out. All right, you have the 3 of Wands, you have the Strength card, and you have the Ace of Swords again. Remember, I saw the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck just a little while ago. The 3 of Swords, this is about you making plans to be with the people around you, family, friends, whoever you hold in high regard as authority, and starting a new beginning. Really, it's a decision. Do I even want to? Or are you just going to go and walk the bridge in? Walk this little bridge. You see, I love this card. Look at that card. To me, that is an amazing card, and it really represents our divine essence that's in us as we go through our own life, as we go through our own journey, but we don't recognize it until we become true within ourselves. And that's what I see Taurus doing. Not rudely, there's no arguing, there's no nothing. It's just like not even commanding, but in a way it's commanding. It's like it is the way it is, and not from that narcissistic energy. You know how they say that a lot. This is about you taking full accountability for the choices that you make and walking that path and knowing when to get off the bridge, where, and the timing is going to be right. So you have a big situation coming, but it is going to take a lot of courage and strength for you guys to walk into this situation and feel untriggered by anything that has happened before. Now, there is a group of you. I know you're going to have super fun. I'm going to look at the new group. You're going to have super fun. These are people that you love to laugh with. You love the food. Well, we know, Taurus, you love food. Good food. Well, some of you like just food. But you may have felt very blocked and stuck as far as making this decision. You know, the Four of Pentacles is feeling unable to make this trip happen, unable to make the plans. But yet I see this beautiful, I don't want to call it a miracle, but it is kind of feels like a miracle, like something's going to come in. It may very well be this little tiny Page of Cups in the very beginning, because I was saying this may be inner child, this may be a child, this may be a grandchild, this may be somebody in the family giving that offer of, we'll help you get there, we'll help get you to where you need to go, right? Bring you to us. We want to see you. We need to be around you. And it's going to be super fun. Now, pay very close attention. You have the card of travel. Some of you are going to travel to see this group, and focus. All right, the Four of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful energy, because that's what I mean. This is going to be like a miracle. And when you really look at the Four of Cups, you can open your screen up and look. This Four of Cups, there's a cup coming from above, and this represents divine blessing. This represents something coming in from out of the blue, from a place that you didn't know existed, Taurus. And that's where the miracle actually is coming in, of what I said earlier. Remember, the cards follow me most of the time, unless I specifically say, let's take a look. And this is absolutely following the whole storyline from the very beginning of what some of you have been going through or still are going through. So this is very positive. You're going to travel to see these people. Don't focus on others around you. Focus on what actually makes the difference in your life, where you want to be, who you want to be with, because I see you laughing. I see you having a really good time. Now, don't get me wrong, it could be virtual, all right? For some of you, if you can't actually travel there, it may be virtual, but it's a very positive energy. So we have a distant family, not as warm to Taurus, and then we have a very powerful family friend dynamic over here. Two different opposite stories, again, going back to the Two of Wands. making a choice, right? Some of you, this will be a choice. Do you go to traditional, or are you going to be with your friend family? Your friend family. I hope you guys are doing really well. I love to read your comments, and I really want to hear what you have to say. Okay. When it comes to romance, some of you are going to meet the love of your life. And I feel it's more right around the very end of the month when the actual celebrations are here for the New Year's, for the. If you are traveling by air, don't worry, there may be some complications. Okay, I say don't worry and being sarcastic. There may be some complications, but it's not going to be a bad thing, because I see somebody stuck in the airport for like 3 or 4 hours, a delay, and that's where you meet this person. Let's see if we can see who this person is. This is going to be somebody who gets you, Taurus, who actually gets you. And you may have to take a step back. You got the hangman here. All right, man, this is you being put on hold from getting on the plane, taking a step back, sitting back and watching, and all of a sudden this page of wands comes walking in. It could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries individual, but this is somebody who is just really, like, they've already been through their journey. They already know who they are. They're very confident. I really feel Aries is attached to this, but it doesn't have to be. This is about somebody who really has a good understanding of who they are, what they went through, and about living in the present moment. This person doesn't live in the past, okay? They don't hold on to the old grudges. You aren't going to remind them of this icky person and then they go, oh, get away, you remind me of my ex. That's not going to happen. You may have some familiarities, and they'll pay attention to that, as we all should. But this person is excited. They love to laugh. So this is going to be sensual and heart opening and very romantic for some of you. There's a beautiful energy to this person. They may have Pisces in their rising sign. I just feel very strongly Aries and Pisces. I'm not picking up on any other zodiac signs. So that's just really expressing their personality. Now, the challenge I feel for you in this situation, it might be a little bit different than what you're used to, Taurus. The challenge is making a decision. You have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is sitting there blindfolded going, I need to use my intuition. Do I want to ask them out? Do I want to talk to them? Do I want to go have a meal with them while we're on this delay? It's like being indecisive. Which way do I go? But through that time, and this is where that taking a step back, the hangman, take a step back, whether you meet him in an airport or somewhere else, it holds no relevance. It's meeting a person that is really picking up on Taurus and saying, wow, I want to get to know you. And you have to make the decision if you want to reciprocate, right? Because this is about equal reciprocity. Very, very positive energy. So the hard part about it is, do you or don't you? Would you go have lunch with somebody in the airport if you were stuck for 3 or 4 hours, right? All right, now for those of you who are in a relationship, I feel the twists and turns are there. Heavy twists and turns. You and your partner may not be getting along at all, and you may be making plans to have a celebration without them, or for some of you, this is making a plan with them reluctantly, but yet there's a positive twist in this situation. Remember, I said twist and turns. The Three of Wands represents making a plan, all right? Getting a plan, waiting for everything to come in to everything being. This can be taking a trip across the water, going on a date with your partner, okay? Because I feel that you're already with this person, married or otherwise. But yet there's a hesitancy there with them, waiting for this person to, waiting for this the twist to stop. It's like just stand straight. Stand up straight. Push your shoulders back. Stop twisting. Stop turning. And again, you got the hangman with this, all right? This is wondering, are things going to change for the two of you? But again, the vision that I'm getting as a psychic remote viewer, the vision that I'm getting and what I'm hearing is there is a plan going to be put into place as far as like travel. You guys are going to go somewhere. Now, for a small group, you may be going on your own, but I don't feel that in this energy. I feel this is going together. And then observing them, watching them while you go on the trip, but not from a creepy way, but more an analytical way of, is this going to work or not? Now, Taurus, I've already shared with you that 2026 is your year. You should have a lot of really good readings, general readings, and even personal readings for you guys. But 2020 December itself is about the Eight of Swords, getting out of this energy, like I shared in the beginning, of feeling stuck. Okay, now let me. So many of you have felt stuck, and it isn't just in the last month or few weeks. This is the entire year. Some of you goes way beyond that. It may be the last 11 years or since 2011. A massive cycle, 17 years of one thing after another, where you have felt stuck and unable to move forward. The card that came out for you in this guided reading is about the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is seeing your way through an illusion. It's not real. This is not real. And the reason it's not real is because the swords are wide enough for this girl to walk out through the sword and not be hurt. But even with a blindfold on, but the problem is we can't see beyond what's in front of us. And what she sees right in front of her is these downward swords, lack of communication, feeling stuck, feeling pinned down and trapped. Because she can't see anything else but those swords, she doesn't see the opening space where you can just glide right through there. That is what you're being guided to do, is recognize everything that you've been through, whether it be 17 years or 17 months, that you hold the ability to change in the way that you want to change. You have everything inside of you. Intuitively speaking, you guys are highly attuned and highly sensitive. You can feel when the energy shifts are coming in. So when I give these readings, you know exactly what I'm talking about, these energy shifts. And yet there are so many who sit and wait. And you may be surrounded by people who are being held in their own mental prison, their own restrictive mindset that doesn't allow them to move freely to create the life of love, luxury, and abundance that you know is meant for you. You're being guided to use your words wisely. Make sure your mindset is in the right place, because December again is the bridge that is going to carry you and say hello world in January 2026. So I hope this resonates with you. I look forward to reading your comments. Much love.